right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about a completely new way to build AI agents. We're talking about making them smarter, leaner, and, get this, able to actually teach themselves new skills. It's pretty wild stuff. So think about this for a second. Your AI, it's great at following instructions, right? You give it a list of rules, it follows them. But what if it could run into a problem it's never seen before and just write a whole new set of instructions for itself to solve it? That's the game-changing idea we're digging into. Now, to really get why this is such a huge deal, we've got to look at how most AI agents are built right now. And honestly, the common way leads to what you could call an overstuffed AI brain. It's this problem called the monolithic prompt, and it's bloated, it's expensive, and it's just not very smart. And this slide really shows you the before and after. On the left, that's the old way. You just cram every single rule, every style guide, every possible scenario into one gigantic text block. The AI has to lug all of that around for every single task, whether it needs it or not. But on the right, you see the new way, these modular, on-demand skills. It's like instead of forcing your AI to memorize the entire library, you just give it a library card. So how do we fix this whole mess? Well, the solution comes from this framework in Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK. It's this really elegant design pattern that gets us to a much smarter AI with way, way smaller prompts, and it's called progressive disclosure. At its core, progressive disclosure is a really simple but incredibly powerful idea. You only give the AI information on a strict need-to-know basis. So instead of dumping a mountain of data on it up front, the agent just pulls in the specific skill it needs, right when it needs it. No more, no less. And the impact of this? It's just staggering. By using this approach, you can slash the amount of baseline context an agent needs by around 90%. So what does that actually mean for you? It means every single interaction is faster, and it's also a whole lot cheaper to run. It's a massive, massive win. This table here breaks down exactly how it all works. You've got 3 levels. Level 1, the metadata. It's basically a lightweight menu of all the AI's skills. Super small, loaded right at the start. Then, when a specific skill is needed, the AI loads level 2, the instructions. Think of it as the recipe for that task. And only if that recipe needs some really deep reference material does it load level 3. It's a really simple flow. Menu, recipe, reference book. Okay, so let's look at how you actually put this into practice. You can kind of think of it like leveling up in a video game. We're going to start with the simplest skill patterns and then build our way up to the really powerful stuff. So here are the first 3 levels of our game. We start with what's called the sticky note, a simple inline skill. Then we level up to the reference finder, a more complex skill that can use its own set of files. And finally, we get to tap into the community library, where we can use skills that other people have already built. Each step gives us more power and more reusability. Let's break these down a little more. Pattern 1, the sticky note. That's for your simple, never going to change rules that you just write directly into the code. Pattern 2, the reference binder, that's for when your skill needs to refer to other documents, like a specific style guide. And pattern 3, the community library, uses that exact same structure, but the big difference is you're just downloading it from a shared repository, leveraging the work of the whole community. Okay, we've covered the basics. We've leveled up a couple of times. Now get ready for the final level. This is where things get truly mind-blowing. This is where we get to the AI that can literally teach itself. I mean, just really think about this for a moment. We've been talking about an AI using skills that were written for it. But what happens when it hits a wall? What if it runs into a task where there is no skill? What if it could just create one on the spot? And that is exactly what a metaskill is. It's a skill about skills. Its one and only job is to write brand new, perfectly formatted skill files whenever the agent needs a new capability. It's basically a skill factory. And just let that sink in for a second. This creates an agent that can expand its own set of capabilities. It can learn, it can grow, all on its own, without a developer needing to step in and write a single line of new code for it. So how does this skill factory actually work? It's kind of like a 4-step dance. First, the agent gets a new task it doesn't know how to do. Second, it activates its meta skill, the skill creator. Third, and this is the really clever part, it actually reads the official rulebook on how to write a good skill. And finally, using that knowledge, it generates a brand new, perfectly structured skill file, totally ready to use. Now, as incredible as all this sounds, the source material is quick to give us a little reality check. The official recommendation from Google is to always keep a human in the loop. You have to treat an AI-generated skill the same way you treat any piece of code you download from the internet. You review it, you test it, and you make sure it's safe before you put it into production.
So let's wrap all this up with some pro tips and the big takeaway from everything we've talked about. How do you actually put these skills to work?
Here are 3 key tips straight from the developers. First, those skill descriptions are absolutely everything. The AI uses them to decide what to do, so you have to be crystal clear. Second, start simple. Use those inline sticky note skills first, and only move up to file-based skills when you really need to. And third, like we just said, review any AI-generated skill just like you would any other third-party dependency. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that this whole skills framework, this key part of Google's ADK, lets us build AI agents that aren't just powerful. They're also efficient, they're modular, they're reusable, and the most exciting part, they are actually self-improving. And that really just leaves us with one last fascinating question to think about. If an AI can literally write its own skills, if it can choose its own curriculum, what in the world is it going to decide to learn next?